my.
Who's in Paris? Mario Kart characters in Paris.
We're going to be off once again on Toad Harbor, but it's going to be the first time these competitors have raced on this track tonight. So it's something, you know, a little bit of a positive flip side to it. And now we got Riley here who's going to get dragged out immediately and then drag out another competitor who was on that Donkey Kong inward loadout.
And right now you got Riley over here on this Scooty Waluigi. Having that banana, decides to drag it out, play it safe, taking the faster line. That's actually the faster route to go in that top path than it is that bottom path. You're just guaranteed, you just get yourself a double item box if you can make it.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes I do like doing that just so that I have a little bit extra protection, even though going through the shortcut is always the more optimal path, I would say. But if you're feeling like kind of down on your luck and you need points to get up to 10 coins, that's the way to go. And if you don't know why 10 coins is so useful, is that when you get to 10 coins, you get a 2.5% speed boost, as we're seeing Cass, unfortunately, just, coming right back at him.
Cass has not been able to move for like a solid couple of seconds because she just got hit by the boomerang and something else, and she was hit like one more time before she was actually able to move.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal, and that's just one of the things you have to accept, especially with the vulnerability frame changes. As shot comes down and a blue shell is out, seeing that competitor being able to just go right around that red shell, and now Immortal is going to be the target of said blue shell.
Hey,
Let's
look,
see what
those are the chefs in the Super Nintendo world. They're toads.
Oh, that's cool. I never observed that.
Yeah, they're chefs.
That's funny.
I hope they are.
Are you lying to me now, Bonnie? Are you trying to troll me?
Possibly.
Okay. But like I was saying before, having those 10 coins give you a 2.5% speed boost, which basically I like to compare it as the person with 10 coins is going 45 miles per hour. The one with 7 is going 42, maybe like 41. So if you compare it in miles per hour, it will help you out a lot more in realizing how important getting 10 coins actually is. They're not there just for aesthetics and everything else, and a beautiful after you there. Unfortunately, it wasn't that beautiful because both competitors had blue shells, both had mushrooms to dodge. Said blue shell, Jadex did a wall dodge there.
Yeah, he just wall dodged, but he can't wall dodge in midair.
That was a beautiful move. We don't really get to see wall dodges that often at this tournament. As we're seeing Jadex be able to confirm second place, getting past last second by Immortal, and Ankles in third.
You know, Ankles was holding that red because he knew he was going to get past, so that's why he threw it at the time that he did, hoping to knock out Jadex at that time, but we didn't see Immortal was going to pass him at that same moment.
Yeah, I actually did not see them at all either. So really great move there, just squeezing right by, grabbing first place by Immortal, and great racing overall. I mean, got to give props to Jadex there to having those kind of utilities and those kind of resources. And honestly, at that point, I believe that it's actually smarter to just take the blue shell, maybe? I don't know, per se, because like if you check in the back of the camera and people have mushrooms behind you, is it even really worth it to allow them to just dodge the mushrooms?
Well, think of it like this. Like there's multiple ways we can answer this, and there's no perfect answer to it.
Yeah.
Even if you took the blue, you probably risk losing more spots than you did before because you still have to do that recovery animation and everything.
True.
Versus someone who has the shrooms, if you let them pass, you probably only lost that 1 or 2 spots at best, not multiple.
Yeah, I guess you would.
It's a hard tell situation.
Because that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you already lost those spots, but it's waiting for the blue shell to do the after you, even though you can clearly, like, Jackie
if you're far enough, sure, but if it's close by, at that point, it's a little too late.
I didn't mean Jackie Bars, but that other competitor saw them. If they just used their back camera, would have saw them in their rear view mirror. Oh, Ankles with that green shell sniperino. You would have seen them in the rear view mirror and then been able to just keep racing and maybe get a little bit farther in the front of the pack. But I don't, it's actually quite interesting. I would like to get a little bit of what would have you done in that situation if you checked in your rear view
I didn't even
camera.
see that other player that just got hit by that green. I honestly did not see him on the screen.
That was a beautiful move. I don't even know if Immortal even meant to dodge it that way or even press the brakes. So. But has those triple shrooms to take over first place through that extremely strong shortcut. And now we're going to be seeing him run in the pack right now.
He shouldn't be needing to trick off that glider section if he's already got the purple boost, because it's just faster to waste that purple boost when you go off the glider. You don't need to do the trick because you're able to move forward a lot farther, as we saw the green shell snipe.
Beautiful move there. I'm loving that everyone's getting more used to where to line up your greens to take out the competition. Cass going to be the target of that blue shell, but really seeing these well done green shell snipes is what I love. And I've been talking about how crucial it is to be able to land these and to line them up perfectly, because you're going to get green shells more than red shells. So being able to utilize them to their full maximum potential, that's what you want in this tournament.
Oh, yeah, man. And you see right here, Riley is trying to do what he can to knock down Jadex. It looks like he was able to connect after his second shot was thrown.
That doesn't even look like Riley.
With the hat on right now, yeah.
I know, but with the hat on, the hood, I was like, is that even Riley up there? It is though.
Yeah,
but,
it is Riley. I'm looking at the people.
It's really funny. Never seen him with that kind of loadout, you know? But we got Luna Galaxia here. Here in fourth place, being able to avoid that fire. Blue Shell is out, opts to not roll for some more items, but Immortal is here in first and has a horn to take down the blue and grab first place once again.
And Cass in second place with a nice recovery, followed by Ankles in third.
Yeah, really great work here. Just consistency across the board from the players we expected from most. I really want to give a shout out to Immortal as well, being able to grind Mogi's pretty recently and gaining the most MMR. I believe they've said of like all time in the lowest amount of time. So really been grinding this game, really been practicing and trying to get better. And it's been showing. I mean, being able to consistently place against these really high skill competitors, it's great to see just time and time again. Just won an SNS not too long ago with 157, I do believe. So
I have that right here. If
let's check it up.
Let's see, going to the Google Drive, because I have that document of all previous SNS winners. And as we get on to the next track, it is going to be Music Park. And looking right here, you can see Immortal Man won 158.
158. Okay, I was one off. I was underestimating. I was debating it in my head. 158 or 157. So it hasn't been that long since they've won their last one. Let's see if they're going to be able to do it again, because the momentum is on their side right now. But going to this next track, what do you think about this one, Ronnie?
Music Park, I love a lot of things about this track.
Same.
And like just being able to ride with the music, being able to play. In a sense, part of it as well, going down the piano, regardless of whatever position that you're in. Like, it just feels like it meshes well.
I hope we get more music-based tracks like this. I think it's so
Probably
cool.
Not.
Yeah, it's just, there is so much effort that has to go into something like this to make it work like this every single time, no matter, like you said, what spot you're in or whatever. It's so great. It's one of my few S-tier tracks in this game.
Oh, bouncing green. Cass was lucky enough to not be able to get hit by it, just narrowly avoiding it. And then you can see the current standings on the top right of the screen. Cass, unfortunately, being blocked by Mr. Nodi. I don't even know what the names of those are.
I don't know either. They probably do have an official name. I'll have to look it up after this break, because we'll probably get this again. But what a smart bounce to connect to the racer in first, which is going to allow Ankles to take over.
He's got to be careful, though, because JX is right behind, trying to throw those greens to snipe him out from a side swipe. He saw the red being thrown, but it skips past JX because he was too close.
Yeah, you know, I think the red shells have been a little bit glitchy ever since the DLC has come out.
Yes.
Maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not, but we're going to be seeing Riley here in fourth place, being able to grab that mushroom on the floor, gaining a little bit of spacing back, trying to work their way up to first place, as Ankles is going to be the one to take that blue shell. So we've been seeing so many of those time and time again. I feel like there's been a ton of shocks in blue shells these like few qualifiers we've had.
Oh, there absolutely has to have been. There's no way that there has been.
Another smart bounce landing, and Riley laughing himself off the track.
Doing, my dude? Like, you played this game for how long? You know when not to make these types of mistakes.
And then Immortal is going to be the target of both red shells, as that's going to allow Riley to go up into third place. Immortal now
I thought he was going to fall too, and I was ready to call him out.
Yep, and then gets hit by the hidden banana on that double item box, and now they're going to have to work their way up. Coming down to it, Jadex is in first place with a sizable lead. As you can see on that mini-map, that Donkey Kong and Jadex are just out here and far away. Going to back the bomb, but has enough time to stop.
The Ankles? Why did you...
Oh, stopping to back the bomb and maybe land it. No, it does not. Riley is going to be able to get around that bomb.
But it looks like Ankles kind of slowed down and stopped to avoid that bomb. Like, couldn't you just gone wide still?
Well, they wanted to back their bomb too. A little chain reaction, you know?
I
So it worked out.
I don't know if I would have done that, because that could have just easily been a jinx if all it had to have been was a ghost to do it.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm one to just toss it back, maybe go off the backboard and feel good about myself, and then call it a day.
Just shoot a 3-point shot. That's all you gotta do.
Exactly, and then just if it hits someone, it does. But I never like to intentionally try to mess up someone else's race at the end of the race, because I just feel too bad about it. I'm like, all right, how unfortunate would it be?
This is a free-for-all. You shouldn't have to feel bad. What are you talking about?
I just feel that I'm like morally, I'm just like, all right, that's happened to me 15 trillion times. I wouldn't want to happen to anyone else unless it was like grand finals. Then grand finals is like anything goes. I'm trying to get as many points as possible here, all right? But going through these rounds, I'm just like, all right, I have no clue who you are, but I just feel bad if I do this to ruin your entire running. As we're on to Bowser, another fantastic, great track. We've gotten really good track picks this time around.
This track is what killed a couple racers last week, especially in semis number 2. Sports Joey being one of them.
It's a tough track. It really is, because there's really not that many shortcuts, basically non-existent, and the shortcut that does exist really doesn't help you that much. It'll probably get you 1, maybe 2 spots at max.
They're minimal. They're very minimal in shortcuts.
Yeah, so you really got to just play it right, run this track, and try your best to not burn out like you just saw Riley do. As we got the standings in the top right corner for this final race of qualifier number 4.
And you can see how close of a fought battle it is for first place right there between the top 3, even top 4, honestly. And you see a huge change from 5 through 6, all the way going down to 9th.
Oh yeah, no, it is a pretty not too crazy point total difference, but still we'll see who's going to be able to scrape something by and maybe put their luck forward, as we're seeing Kira here now in 4th place. Unfortunately, going to have their red broken onto another shell there. Now he's going to be able to grab a single item box. Sees the red coming, but pops it too soon. This is why the back channel is important, because you would have known not to throw that sound horn. Oh, yeah, then just the absolute reaction of the bomb there. And a shot comes out right after the item box.
For Kira right now.
Yeah, that was a lot of Mario Karting happening at once. That is just the most unfortunate luck you can have.
And right now you're on the S turn, the most deadliest turns of them all, man. Like, there's no surviving this once you get hit. And it's easy to fall off too. It's a terrible recovery zone.
Oh, and then Riley losing the drift, even though they tried to back.
You see him tapping his controls like, I didn't mean to let go of the drift. Like, this should have still been happening.
Yeah, that was not a great play. I would have held on to it for a little bit longer, because in that position, you really have to think that there probably is a shock inbound very, very soon, as the blue shell is going to land and make Jadex lose a little bit of time, but still has such a ginormous lead. It really doesn't matter. Has a green shell to stop that red. And now going into this final section, we're seeing that other Donkey Kong getting hit by the person in the star. It's going to allow Jadex to grab that double item box. Cass is here in 2nd place. Let's see if they're going to be able to hold on to it. Great awareness there to grab the single item box. And now coming down to this final turn, does not use the red, rather plays it safe. It is going to be able to keep that 4th place finish.
Oh, man, I do respect their decision, though. Jadex getting 1st, Ankles 2nd, and Kira in 3rd.
Yeah, really great stuff there. Kira being able to scrape by after all that bad luck. My goodness. Huge props for Kira to be able to just push through and still grab something huge. And seeing from that point total right there, they're going to need it for maybe making it in semis or going to the second chance battle, which we can assume one of those 2 things will happen for those point totals.
And again, if you didn't do too well, still stay, because you might be in said second chance battle.
Exactly. And that second chance battle, it's 200cc Baby Park, 1 race, and then whoever gets 1st and 2nd will fill up the last 2 spots for semifinals. So you want to be around for that. There's a lot of strategy that we're going to talk about soon of what you can do to be successful on that track with such fast speeds.
I'll let you talk about it this time, because I do it almost every single week.
Because you're more used to 200cc.
I never played Baby Park in 200.
Really? You never have? You never needed to?
No, besides going against Bear in a 1v1 for my SNS 72 plaque that he has. Besides that, I never played it. I never played it.
That's insane.
And we got
I played so many times. I'm like, I thought you were there too. I guess I'm just the worst one. Yeah, there you go, really saucy.
I've never played a second chance battle or tied it.
That's insane to me, as we're seeing Jadex with that beautiful blue shell dodgerino, and then we're seeing Cass with that beautiful snipe
that was a long shot snipe too. That was nice.
Yeah, a little Hail Mary there, as we're seeing Immortal having the air horn to confirm that 1st place finish. Then going over one more time, almost falls off the track, but cannot see the banana there. That's going to connect onto both of them.
I didn't even see the banana there.
Me either. I didn't think it was going to wipe them out. And then Kira, with the unfortunate luck, had a bad day. With one thing after another, just absolutely wrecking them, but was still able to scrape out third place off that. So that's actually a huge life lesson there for Mario Kart in general. Just because you're getting carded doesn't mean the race is over.
And we do have the scores available, so let's go ahead and throw out those scores. We got Jadix in first place, beating out Immortal by 3 points, who's in second, followed by Ankles, losing to Immortal by 2 points in third. Riley in fourth, followed by Cass in fifth, Luna Galaxia in sixth, Kira in seventh, T-Bone in eighth, and Sporty Boy in ninth.